Here's a sin for us to avoid. Let's not cause the next generation to sin. We don't want to put stumbling blocks. We don't want to put things down that will trip up the generation that is coming behind us. Jesus right here is, he has just talked about in yesterday's reading, he has said that in order to come into the kingdom of heaven, we must become like little children. And then now he is saying, he's going on with this thought. He's saying, whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin. You see, Jesus, when um, an analogy. He was using a teaching point. He had a child come to him. So he has a child right there and says, in order to enter the kingdom of heaven, you must become like one of these little children. And then he goes on to say that whoever caused one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a great millstone fastened around his neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea. This is the intensity with which Jesus has for us keeping doctrinal purity, for us teaching the truths about Jesus and teaching his morality and Christian biblical ethics. And Jesus is saying that if you cause one of these little ones to sin, it would be much better if you were thrown into the bottom of the sea. And then he goes on and is talking about just temptations to sin in general. He's saying, woe to the world for temptations to sin. Yes, the world is full of temptations. It has been conditioned by the power of Satan and by our own sinful flesh. So the worldly systems, the way this world operates, there's going to be temptations for you to sin. And Jesus then goes on to say, it is necessary that temptations come. Oh, well, that's interesting. What does he mean? It is necessary for temptations to come. Temptations are actually, when we overcome them, they are things that have made us stronger. They are things that produce perseverance. And so he is saying it is necessary for temptations to come. But woe to the one who the temptation comes. It's necessary. It is going to happen. Temptations are going to come to us. God wants to use the temptation to actually make us stronger. Satan wants to use the temptation to cause us to fall down and run away from God. And Jesus says that they must come, but the one who brings the temptation, that there is a great curse, a woe is pronounced on him. And that's what he's saying. It's better for us to be thrown into the bottom of the sea for us to cause one of our little ones to sin. And then he says we need to have radical amputation. He says, if your hand or your foot causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life crippled or maimed or lame than with 2 hands or 2 feet to be thrown into the eternal fire. And if your eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life with 1 eye than with 2 eyes to be thrown into the hell of fire. What Jesus is saying, he's not saying that you literally need to cut off your feet or cut off your hand. He's saying if your hand is truly what is causing you to sin, cut it off. We know that is not what is causing you to sin. It's not your hand. It's the situations that you're putting yourself in. It is your own self-control and your own heart that is causing you to sin. And so what Jesus is saying is that we need to practice radical imputation, not cutting off literal limbs, but making sure that we are not in places that will tempt us to do things that we know we're going to struggle with. And so I must ask you, are you going to places, are you doing things that will lead you into sin? Lead you into disobedience. I pray that has been a blessing for you, and let's not cause the next generation to stumble.